Welcome guys to the continuation of the Golden Sun series. With Golden Sun complete, we move onwards with password in hand to Golden Sun the Lost Age, with the game itself giving a nice recap of what happened. If you don't want the spoilers and haven't checked out the first series, go back, click on the Let's Play button here right on your screen and you'll be able to get to the first Let's Play. If you're continuing onwards, let's continue with Felix's name set in stone as our new protagonist. We press end and transfer the data from Golden Sun. However, the password that casts all the Jin over all the current stats, all items currently held, being so long, we're going to have to cut as I put it in. Of course, if you guys want to play at home and follow on from my old save file, the password's right at the end of the last episode of Golden Sun, the battle with the fusion dragon. So, let's get entering this password and I'll see you in a second. So, with the full password now written out and ready for us to continue, a disclaimer is said: if you do not like live commentated Let's Plays, people talking over your gameplay, then this is not for you. If you are ready for adventure, buckle in, because password accepted. Our completion of all our preparation is nearly over, though, with Isaac having changed his name once again. It seems you can change it back at this point in time if you didn't want it. I'm going to still rechange it to Oliz just for continuation's sake, even if I will probably still refer to him as Isaac all the same. Of course, though, it'd be a long time before we see him again, because our protagonist here is Felix. So as I press end and we see the status screen of where our characters were, it's time for the game to give us a bit of a recap as we move onwards from here. Let's press end again and get into the game. Ages ago, or so the stories tell, the power of alchemy ruled over the world of Wayard. Alchemy wrought the base elements of humanity into thriving civilizations, like lead into gold. But in time, man's dreams gave birth to untold strife, dreams of endless riches, of eternal life, of dominion over all that lived, dreams of conquest and of war. These dreams would have torn the world apart if not for a few brave and wise men who sealed away the power of alchemy deep in Mount Aleph's soul sanctum. Prologue from Book 1. Of course, it's going to give us what happened last time in event form, written down. The town of Vale guarded the secret for many years, until Oliz and Jenna, whose parents died in a storm 3 years before, disturbed the sanctum. Saturos and Menardi of the Mars clan followed them into the sanctum. With them travelled Jenna's brother Felix, thought lost in that same tragic storm. Saturos and Menardi stole the elemental stars, the keys to breaking the seal on the power of alchemy, and kidnapped Jenna and the scholar Kraden. If these 4 jewels were used to fire the elemental lighthouses, the seal on alchemy would be broken. Oliz and Garrett set out to stop Saturos, rescue their friends, and return the elemental stars to their home in Soul Sanctum. They banded together with a young wind adept named Ivan and pursued Saturos and Menardi to Emil, a winter-locked town near Mercury Lighthouse. There they met the guardian of the lighthouse, a water adept named Mia. With her, they pursued Saturos to the early, high atop Mercury Lighthouse. Oliz was too late to stop Saturos from lighting the beacon and escaping. Again, Oliz chased him, crossing Angara to the shores of the Karagol Sea. Taking passage on a troubled ship, Oliz crossed the Karagol to Toby. He spoke with Toby's leader, a strange man named Barbie. Barbie entered Oliz in Colosso as a test of his powers. Oliz's synergy won Colosso and earned him Barbie's trust. Barbie revealed a great secret to Oliz. Thanks to a mystic draft from the lost land of Lemuria, Barbie had lived for 150 years. He offered to help Oliz, who then headed deep into Gondawan. In the town of Lalivero, Oliz learned that Saturos and Menardi had kidnapped a young girl named Sheba, whom they needed within the lighthouse. Oliz fought and defeated them atop the lighthouse, but he was too late. beacon had been lit. A great cataclysm followed. Sheba fell into the sea. Felix jumped in to save her, but both were lost in the rolling waves. Jenna left the lighthouse to find them, to no avail. Olis went to Lalivero, where Babby asked him to find Lemuria and the remaining lighthouses. Gave Olis a Lemurian ship to make the journey for the Lost Land. This chapter of our story begins with Jenna, just before the beacon on Venus Lighthouse is lit. Camelot presents Golden Sun Book 2. The Lost Age begins now. Are you sure we should be leaving like this? Once we go down those stairs, we can't get back into the lighthouse. Maybe I should have stopped my brother.
Jenna, is something troubling you?
I just...
What is it? What's wrong?
I have a bad feeling. Like something terrible is going to happen. How unlike you, Jenna. Surprised to see me?
Alex, were you listening?
Where's Felix? Why isn't he here with you? My brother? He left us. What can Felix possibly be thinking?
He was worried about Sheba. He went to check on her.
He was supposed to be leading you out of here. I thought you would have been far from this lighthouse by now. Why are you still here?
We tried to stop Felix from going back up to the alley.
How like him. Once Felix gets an idea into his head, he rarely changes his mind. Alex, what were you talking about just now? What did you mean when you said, how unlike you? I was merely surprised to hear you expressing such concern, Jenna. Nevertheless, I'm impressed Felix went back. Don't change the subject, Alex. What did you mean? Are you saying that I'm insensitive? If that's what you heard, then I must have misspoken. Accept my apologies.
Well, Jenna, I think Alex has said his piece on the matter.
I'm not sure he has, Kraden. Who do you think you are, talking to me like that? I retract my statement, my dear. Get all about it, Jenna. So tell me about this feeling, Jenna. I'm not sure we should be leaving Venus Lighthouse yet.
What are you saying?
You can't really mean to remain here.
Alex is right. It's far too dangerous, Jenna. We would only hinder the others.
The others? Did Olis follow us to the lighthouse?
It would seem so.
He must be trying to stop Saturos and Menardi. If my brother goes back and finds Olis, they're going to end up fighting. If the Venus Lighthouse has not yet been lit, yes, they will fight.
Felix is a terribly rash young man, is he not?
Why are boys such fools?
He may be rash, but Felix is no fool. His good qualities outweigh his bad.
That's why I think Olis would understand if we just talked to him. Why didn't I think of this before now? Please, can't we go back up and talk to Oliz? I'm afraid that's not possible. Alex, why? He is an enemy. Oliz? An enemy? Our methods may differ, but you and I ultimately want the same thing.
To light the elemental lighthouses.
Oliz and his friends would prevent this from happening. So that makes them enemies? But fear not, they won't be able to defeat Saturos and Menardi. So, Felix went back to the top of the lighthouse?
Why do you seem so pleased, Alex?
Why shouldn't I be? After all, the lighthouse will soon shine brilliantly once again. Alex, why do you want to see the beacon lit so badly? Oh, so it's my turn to answer questions, is it? Once, alchemy was commonplace throughout this world. With its power, mankind worked wonders across the land.
The lost stage of man.
I want to see that world restored once again and what, Alex? We've spoken long enough already. Let's just continue this another time. We should leave the lighthouse now before the beacon is fired.
I concur. Let's meet at the location we agreed on and wait for Felix.
Alright, Kraden, let's go! And so we get moving with who in our party exactly? Just Jenna. All alone, no Jin or anything, I'm guessing. Right, what's her equipment like? A wooden stick, one-piece dress, padded gloves, and a herb times 3. Hopefully this will all go okay. What kind of synergy do you have? No usable synergy. So all we're left to do is continue back along this way. Now, the way out again might be a bit more of a problem for me in my memory. But it should be this way. Though, why is the treasure chest there able to be got to? I definitely got that. Can you actually get around this place? To be honest though, I don't think we can, because we can't really reveal anything at this point in time, even if we were to check around. There's a treasure chest though, and that just interests me so much. It's ridiculous. Oh, we can get to it. Brilliant. So Jenna checked the chest. The chest was already open, but it looks like there's still an herb inside. So we got ourselves an herb for our little bit of exploration there. It doesn't seem like the strong enemies are around, otherwise of course Jenna wouldn't be going anywhere at this rate. These were the end game enemies after all. But apart from that, we move back to where we were. We get ourselves an extra herb. A chest found we cannot reveal to reveal the door that was there. All that's left for us is to get on out. Alright, birds around it seems, who scatter from our exit. There they are! Get them! Who, what? Uh-oh. Yodam sent us to stand guard here, but I never thought we'd actually run into them. Scoundrels! What have you done with Sheba? Return her now, or you're really going to regret it. Aren't there supposed to be more of them? Huh? Maybe they're just the first ones to come out. Great! That means we've got them outnumbered. We can probably take him, you think? Go fetch the other Tolby soldiers still stationed in Lalivero. Yes, sir! And we'll go tell the guys in the caves. Got it, boss!
How unfortunate! It looks like an ambush! What should we do, Jenna?
What do you mean? Look around! We'll have to fight them! Are you serious? Jenna, are you really prepared to fight these men? We don't have any other choice! We have to! Well then, allow me to shoulder some of your burden.
Burden?
We regroup along the road leading away from Lalivero. Do you understand? Yes, I do.
You don't need to remind us, Alex. We know the place.
Follow this road west and take the path down through the canyon to the cave. On the other side of that cave, you will find a small peninsula called Idajima. We meet there. Thankfully, only those workmen block your route. Unfortunately...
They don't look too tough.
Hello? We can hear you! That's just plain rude. Why don't the two of you escape and leave the Toby soldiers to me? The two of us? Alone? You can use synergy, can't you, Jenna? Yes. Then you'll be fine. We shall reconvene at the peninsula. You think you can take on Toby's finest on your own, little man? I do not wish to inflict unnecessary bloodshed. Don't wish to? What's that supposed to mean? If you lay a hand on these two, I assure you that you will be made to regret it. By advancing, I assume you mean to fight. Permit me to strike the first blow. Well, that's one way to deal with things, isn't it? What was that? I don't know, but whatever he did, it's out of our league. You guys deal with him until backup arrives. Oh, so you're next? Hey, no need to worry about us. We're not soldiers, we're not anybody. Seriously, there's no way we're gonna face off against you. Let's get out of here. Should run a little faster, sir. Let's not trip over, get going. How undignified and how shameful. Jenna, now is your chance. Go to Idajima and wait for me. I'm not finished with you yet. You mentioned backup from Lalivero? Let's go meet them together, shall we? Hey, pal! When they get here, you'll really be in for it! Do you honestly believe that even 100 of you could stop me? How amusing. This I must see. I'm tempted to go see it myself.
They're gone! Come on, Jenna! Let's be going! There's nothing standing in our way now!
But...
what is it now? Ah, you're worried about hurting any innocents.
well, yes, in general, that's usually a thing.
Well, just try to hold back when you're fighting. Let's get going! To the peninsula!
And you said west, so you mean that way, but I kind of want to see what's going on.
Not that way, Jenna. The meeting spot is west of here. We must go down that road and into the hills.
You say that, but I want to see 100 people versus Alex over there. Well, let's continue onwards. Why do I gotta be the one to wait for backup? Yeah! Please, just let me go and... Hey! That scary guy with the blue hair's not with you. Great! Now you'll see what I'm really made of. And so we get in our first battle versus a ruffian here. And with that said, a new battle theme to go with it. But in the meantime, we're going to be using synergy to take this guy nicely down. Fume does 53 damage, critical hits. You felled the ruffian, or at least bonus damage hit. 5 experience gain, 5 coins, and another herb. You weren't expecting that, were you, sir? I can't believe I got beaten by a girl. If that's your problem, then you deserve to be beaten if you're worried about being beaten by a girl. But we reach Sahala Gate and head on upwards. Now, if this peninsula is where I think it is, it's somewhere along this way, but we got more ruffians. Wow, it's them! Oh there, Where'd the blue-haired guy go? Who cares? I can handle some girl and her grandpa. Well, they just keep on coming, don't they? Well, we know one way of dealing with you quite nicely. Fume does it really well. Sorry, sir. You're going down yet again. And running around should give me some synergy back in time. Ugh! Maybe I shouldn't have underestimated her. Indeed, you shouldn't have. Alright then, so where we're headed is actually downwards from here.
Not that way, Jenna! The meeting spot is down this way! We must climb down here and go into that cave.
And we'll do exactly that. Now we gotta reach the right point. This cave over here you're talking about. Is there anything along here though, apart from that? Nope. Of course, we met a djinn here before, but that was in the past. Well, technically, it was only a little bit ago, if you're getting by what's going on with the story here, but here come the ruffians! Ha! That was a good idea, waiting here for them. You two aren't going anywhere. Except with us, back to Master Yodam. And so with 3 as our enemies, Ruffian 1, 2, and 3, we change our tactics to a flare spell, and see if that'll take him down in one go. No siree Bob, as we get hit for 1 damage, 3 damage, and 2 damage, but we should be able to take these guys down with repeated flares. Those 2 are there, yeah, one of them's down, so that's not too bad. We could even just normal attack and see how much damage Jenna does with that, and take down the last 2. We will take a little bit more damage. We have the herbs to heal ourselves up if we need to. We fell Ruffian 3. 15 experience points, 15 coins, and an herb. So we've got ourselves tons of HP restoratives at this point. Maybe I should have eaten a bigger breakfast. Yeah, that was the problem there. Alright, so maybe you are going somewhere after all. Oh man, there goes my big promotion. Well, there goes the end of the first episode, guys, as we move forward with Jenna. And our stories link up just for the time being. When will we get to the future, as it were? When will we get to the bit where we ended our game? Soon enough, I'm sure. Join me next time then for more Golden Sun: The Lost Age, and I'll see you guys around. But first of all, remember to like, share this video around, favorite if you can, share it amongst your friends, especially if you're a Golden Sun fan. And I'll see you for the next episode tomorrow. Bye bye.